So you're going to be the chief trends officer and brand ambassador according to the title. What does that mean for
Yeah.
people that are going to say, all right, on September 9th, I'm going to go to Caesars, I'm going to go to their app. What is it that Trey is going to provide me?
That's a great question. And, it's funny. One of the longest parts of the whole negotiation was what title do you want? And I'm like, I don't know. I tried Grand Master of Time, Space, and Dimension, but that didn't work. The best way to describe it is, and this is what made me feel very comfortable about it. Said we don't need you to tell us what the odds are. Who's minus 400, who's plus 1300.
Right.
What we need you to do is do what you did when you worked on NFL Live, when you worked on SportsCenter. Explain why these things are the way they are. Like for example, the Dallas Cowboys are coming back with Dak Prescott, and he's one of the overwhelming favorites to win Comeback Player of the Year. He also has the second lowest odds behind only Patrick Mahomes to have the most passing yards in 2021. Well, why is that? Well, he played 4 games last year and threw for almost 1,700 yards. Over a 17-game season, that translates to over 7,100 yards. And the 16-game regular season record is 5,400 yards still by Peyton Manning in 2013. The 3 games before he got hurt, he threw for 450, 472, and 502 yards. So, that's the thing they want from me. Not what's the line, why is the line the way it is? And that's what I did for 16 years on NFL Live and covering the draft and all that kind of stuff. So to me, it's just an extension of what I've always been doing.
That's fun. That's fun.
It's great.
You're the why guy.
Why not, right? I'm the why or the why not guy.
You're the why guy. As the late, great Cotton Fitzsimmons, executive of the Suns, told me once. Yeah, Cotton said to me, Brad, I am the senior executive vice president of nothing. That's what I am. And so, if you need that title, there it is. Senior VP of nothing or everything, depending on the day. I love that. Trey Wingos with us for a couple of minutes. As you look towards the NFL season, what strikes you most? I mean, storylines are everywhere. But for you, it's like, Brad, I'm looking at Tampa. I'm looking at Kansas City. That's pretty obvious. But maybe it's the Cowboys. Maybe it's some players. Trey, where are you at on this?
It's interesting. We haven't had 2 teams make it back to consecutive Super Bowls in back-to-back years since the Cowboys beat the Bills 2 years in a row in Super Bowls 27 and 28. And you have to do this, as you know, Brad, barring injury, right? Because that changes everything. But if both of those teams are relatively healthy, I'm having a hard time figuring out why we're not seeing Super Bowl 56 in LA be exactly what we saw in Super Bowl 55 in terms of the 2 teams there. Until someone can prove to me they can take down the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes in the AFC, they are my prohibitive favorite to make it back to another year, because I think they did a massively great job upgrading their offensive line. Mahomes is still the dude. Kelsey's still there on top of his game, 5 straight 1,000-yard season, or 100-catch seasons, rather, excuse me. Tyreek Hill is still the threat. They have plenty of people. That offensive line has been reworked. And Tampa Bay, Brad, brought back not 22 starters, but 23, if you can throw in Antonio Brown. Jason Light, the GM there, has done an amazing job. So it's not something that happens very often. But boy, unless Brady or Mahomes or significant parts of those teams fall apart because of injury, those have to be the 2 teams that you have to put as the prohibitive favorites to make it back to the Super Bowl.
No, I'd have to agree with you on that. I mean, you can always make cases, but again, you're having to really reach in some spaces. Trey Wingo with us for a couple of minutes. On September 9th, it will all be legal for you to go out and put down or sit on your couch and go to the mobile sports book with Caesars and Harrah's and do that way. Trey is the face now of Caesars. He was given this title, Chief Trends Officer and Brand Ambassador. It's a long-ass title, but
I just want to be like Robert Parrish, Brad. I'm a chief, just like Robert Parrish. That's who I am.
That's good. What can you tell the fan that is out there saying, all right, I've never gone to Vegas? Because here's what I'm hearing. Yeah, the hardcore guy, he's here, and there's lots of them. Okay. Yeah. But there's a whole audience here in Arizona that has never found the enjoyment of what a Sunday will be like, of sitting down, going to an app, or going in and putting down a bet. What will you say to those folks about what September 9th will look here in Arizona?
It's just so much more fun when you have a skin in the game. I'll use my wife as an example. She never really played fantasy football. And then last year she joined a little group where we had, a daily fantasy team and fantasy football. A, she won the league, and B, she was way more invested in what went on Sundays. You know, she used to watch me sitting on the couch like, what are you doing? And I was just invested because I love the game. Well, she had a stake in the game. She had a skin in the game. And, you know, just last night she said, see that deposit? It's like, yeah, that's the $500 I won last year betting. I put it into our checking account. You're welcome. You know what I mean? It's always more fun when you've got an iron in the fire. And that's the best way to describe it. So listen, I'm not telling you what to do and what not to do, right? That's your choice. You make those decisions. But when there's something on the line, it's like when we're playing golf. If you're just going out there playing, sometimes it's boring. But if someone says, all right, let's play for $20 a hole or whatever, your interest peaks a little bit. And I think that's the best way to describe it.
It's good stuff. I'll let you go off that. Look forward to seeing you perhaps next month. And congratulations on the new roles, plural there, Trey. Thanks.
Brad, always good to be with you.